folks, and welcome to my channel. So today is Tuesday, the 15th of October, 2024. I'm going to be using the Golden Art Nouveau Tarot, and I'm also going to be using the Golden Future by Diana Cooper. Okay, so let's get to it. See what wants to come through for those watching for today. Phew, interesting. Wow, breakthrough. Did you see that? We've got the chariot springing out of the deck. There we go. The chariot is driving something forward. And then we've got the Ace of Swords on the bottom. The choice is yours. I know that this week we've got a big supermoon coming as well. At the minute, when haven't we got something big astrologically going on? Energetically, geomagnetic storms, solar flares. What are we going to do with all that information and take it forward? So it feels as though Tuesday is about you taking charge of something. There's something that you need to say, get done, navigate. It's powerful. It comes in with the Ace of Swords, which can be truth, revelation. I mean, look what it is. The sword coming in powerfully, the light bulb moment. Maybe you've not known what needed to be done, but now, Tuesday, we know what needs to be done. Eight of Cups, completion, walking away. It feels as though whatever this is that needs to be taken charge of is going to enable you to close down a chapter of your life. Ooh, should we call it that? Closing down a chapter of your life. Closing down a chapter. Let's write it down. So we're talking about closing down a chapter. And we've got a leaky pen there. Must take that out so we don't keep using it. Closing down a chapter. Not letting something get out of control. Yeah, Queen of Swords comes in. The Queen of Swords, she can come up in divorces and making big decisions and cutting the ties and cutting through the BS as well. So it's a real slicing open day. Choice point, Two of Swords. The interesting thing was, I actually did this video earlier. Yeah, and I was sat here talking. I thought, my mic ain't glowing up. You know that green thingy there that lights up? And I was like, what's going on? And I was like, oh my God, it's not plugged in. It's not plugged into the laptop. Um, and I was gonna just plug it into the laptop and just do the reading, make apologies and say the cards are already pulled. And I thought, you know what? No, if those cards are meant to come out, they'll come out. And they have. We've got the Queen of Swords, we've got the choice coming in. This is a day about real choices. And I'm conscious as well that we've got a full moon this week, full supermoon, which is about release. And this is almost saying, come on, this is a gut-wrenching release. This is stuff that's been held within the gut that we keep revisiting, revisiting, revisiting. It's those deepest triggers. This came out as, there's a two cards there. This came out as well, the Three of Pentacles. Um, our relationship with others, our relationship in society. And this is about having healthier relationships with people. And we know at the minute a lot of unhealthy relationships are coming out and coming up in many different ways. Conflicts, inner conflicts, feeling uncomfortable, not feeling heard, seen. And we're being asked to look at why that is at a deeper level, at a more spiritual level. Um, it feels as though this week is the week that you get breakthroughs with jobs, breakthroughs with house moves. Um, but it wants you to work with it. This isn't about sitting down manifesting and it just happening. This is about you've done a lot of work towards it. You've done the planning, you've done the groundwork. And it's almost like, yes, maybe the moon clears something this week. And sometimes the moon can do stuff and we think, I can't name what it's done, but something feels different. Something feels shifted. That's what I feel this week. And this card came out as well, the Two of Cups, which is the which is the relationship with ourself. It's a relationship within us. It's the divine masculine, the divine feminine. And it feels as though the issue that you're battling, navigating this week is an issue within the self. It could be a lack of self-confidence. You could be thinking, I want people to see me, hear me, but in actual fact, you don't see you and you don't hear you. It's also about going within for answers. The magician, the great manifester coming in. What I'm feeling here is this thing where maybe we're blocked with something or we're repeating the same patterns or coming across the same situations, and it feels as though the answer is within. And that can be really triggering when maybe you feel that you're dealing with toxicity, you're dealing with a toxic person, toxic situation. But if with the Two of Cups, it's almost and the Magician, this is something that maybe we're manifesting ourselves. Um, and it could be hopelessness energy of I'm never going to get that job, I'm never going to get the relationship, I'm never going to get that, I'm never going to get there. And it could all be old stories. And this is collectively going on at the minute, the old stories that we keep revisiting and revisiting and revisiting. And it's almost like we're revisiting it because on some level, there's parts of us that need to be sharpened, but not sharpened in a toxic way, but sharpened in a much more spiritual way. I also feel here as well, there's first moves needed in relationships or dating. Um, it feels like it's a week of itchy noses. Mhm. Anyway, it feels like it's a week of filling out that job application, going on that dating website, joining that club. It's collaboration. It's not waiting for it to come to you because that's just causing anxiety. Again, this is all this mental conflict. I'm not good enough. I'm not slim enough. I'm not yada 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 yada, etc. All this mental conflict that's stood between you and it, and it's destroying you from the inside out. We've got the Three of Swords, this heartbreak that's coming up, and the Hierophant, which is the card of enlightenment. Are my choices, decisions, thoughts of light, or are they of, darkness, fear, manipulation? And this is something that I think everybody is dealing with on some level. Um, and it feels as though it's quite pertinent at the minute. It's about embracing joy. We've got the Sun card coming in. Am I in my joy zone? Or am I in my angst zone? The Five of Wands, the inner battles, the overwhelm that this is causing. There's issues here where we can feel that we're too overwhelmed to deal with something. There's also this energy here of trying to make others better or trying to understand others and not allowing them to be who they are, even if them being who they are causes upset for us. It's almost like there's a spiritual, emotional maturity that's needed at this present time to understand things at a deeper level. There's also an element here of possible overthinking. So there's something here with overthinking. Yeah, needing to move forward from it. The Wheel of Fortune. We have to stop overthinking it. And this is all the old reptilian 3D brains that we had, that is trying to purge itself. That it's almost like the brain is the physical brain is programmed to overthink things. And it's not kind of caught up with the crown chakra that knows that it doesn't have to overthink things. So it's going out of control at the minute. And that's our responsibility as spiritual beings to go, it's fine. Stop. I hear you, I see you, but it's safe not to overthink. Because a lot of our problems on the planet are caused when we overthink things. And this isn't thinking deeply. This is overthinking and then overthinking and then overthinking. And if we can navigate that and get over that. We've got the Three of Cups, which is being able to enjoy connections with others, being able to enjoy the relationship with ourselves. There's also past healing, so inner child healing coming up for everyone, um, family healing, past relationships, love relationships. Yeah, the ancestral Ten of Coins coming up, which is the different age groups within a family. It's the wisdom and the generational trauma that's been passed down. Final card, yeah. Healing and endings needing to happen. Um, the Four of Swords, he's got the Three of Swords above him on the plaque here, which is the heartbreak. And he's got his sword here, which is the Ace of Swords, the sword of truth. So this is about letting something rest. The old stories, the old narratives we tell ourselves, everything has got to be laid to rest. Um, I'm hearing that many people, that there's this energy out here of, I'm waiting for them to change. And what I'm getting is, the change has to come from within. So it's seeing somebody's having one of those moments again and just observing it, being the observer rather than the participator. And that's not observing it of look at this, it's happening. This is observing it from a higher level. Interesting to see what the next card is. Yeah, the Hanged Man, needing to see things from a different perspective. And we've got the autumnal leaves there, letting things go. Because otherwise we're going to stay in this energy, the Ten of Swords, which is defeat. So there's a lot going on for Tuesday, a lot going on. Let's have a look at the Oracle cards. This can be in relation to work life, romance life, family life, community, street, friendship circle, however it resonates for you. Robots, that nearly came out and I pushed it back in. Robots. Set yourself free with wisdom. There's an energy out there at the minute, and I'm sure lots of people are seeing it where you can see the actions and reactions of others. And rather than looking at it from a spiritual perspective, there's this tendency to sink back into 3D and that robotic energy. We're being asked to step out of that robotic energy. Set yourself free with wisdom. It's not about me. And if it is about you, doing the necessary steps you've got in order to rectify it. There's a lot of shadow purging going on. We're all doing it at different levels. But when you're on the receiving end, when you're going through your own shadow purging, that's exhausting. But when you're also having to deal with other people's shadow purging, mood swings, irrational behavior, addictions, narcissism, toxic, all of that, that can be equally, if not more exhausting than dealing with our own stuff. Travel, find ecological ways to explore the world. And this is about getting as much into the natural world as possible. Our beautiful planet, restore the natural world, the natural world. Humans, we've lost our connection to the natural world. We've lost our connection to oneness. Creativity, express your soul energy. One more card. And illuminated masters, be a spreader of love. I'm going to do another card. Jump shift your life. Tune into crystals. So, if you've come to this reading and you've got to the end and you're struggling with your own shadow purging, other people's shadow purging, the collective shadow purging, the global shadow purging, um, nature, get out into nature as much as you can. Get out of the slump. So if you're slumped on the sofa or you're slumped in bed or that chair and you're just doom scrolling or you're just going over and over and over it, get moving, get exercising, gentle walking, moving around the house. Even if you're on a Zimmer frame, you can do a little bit of walking. Get your mind out of the slump. Look at what we're eating, what we're drinking, what we're associating with, getting out into nature, opening the windows, getting fresh air, getting out of this really slumpy energy. Because the astrology that's come up, especially with this week and this big supermoon, it's been really combative. I know the astrologers have said this past 2 weeks that we've been on has been really fiery and icy as well. And especially with all the geomagnetic storms and the solar flares, There's an exhaustion here, there's an overwhelm, but at the same time, there's also a feeling of great hope and great joy if we just give ourselves the permission to see it. So, breakthroughs for new jobs, breakthroughs in business, breakthroughs within ourselves, the relationship with ourselves, our place in the world. So, today's an important day. Thank you for watching. Celebrate you, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now. Bye.